Hello guys, again, welcome back to the ASP.NET MVC and Entity Framework Learning by Example project. And today in this video, this one is the last video in the learning course ASP.NET MVC and Entity Framework Learning by Example project. And I hope my contribution will be helpful to everyone around the world, especially those who are preparing to learn programming and new learner. In this course, I have tried my best to guide you in detail, step by step, to build the function in each video. And I hope after you finish each video, and especially when you finish this course, you will be confident when working with the real project for the company and also the clients. If you feel that my contribution is helpful to you as well as the work, if possible, I hope to receive the donation to me via PayPal account. It will be very encouraging for me to continue to work on other video and course for everyone in the next for everyone in the next time. You can donate for me over my account is paypal.me/GNVS. And if you have any contribution to the quality of my video, please email to me at gn.vs@gmail.com. And in this video today, I would like to go through what we have done in this course, and I will try to summarize for you. Okay, so now let's get started. Here, this one is a website we are using and working on in this course. And the first time we are working on the build the UI for the website. You can see here the UI it look not good, but I think it's enough for you how to build the UI from the scratch. You know how to create the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And after that, when we finish the layout, we work on the data model to the SQL server. You are able to you know how to create the table in a SQL server. Okay, so I will open the SQL server here. Yes, here you know how to create the table. For now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 10 tables. And we know how to create the primary key, foreign key, and some the constraint for the table and database. Okay, so you also know how to write the code for the web app by using the ASP.NET MVC and using the entity data model in the .NET framework. We build the product. There is the main feature in this tutorial, and here we display all of the product from the database into this page. Here in order to display the data on the product, here we have to create the data model. There is the shop data model here, GNVS shop model. And after that, we have to write the code for controller. There is the product controller. We write the code for the index action particular list. There is the feature to display the product list and view detail of product. View detail here. And we are able to manage the color for in this manage color new management, and here we have fully the feature create, edit, detail, and delete. Same thing for news management. in the new management, you are also able to you are also know how to export the data from a database into Excel and CSV file. When you are working in the project, so you have to request to export the data into Excel file for the management. So after you finish this course, you also know how to export it to the Excel file and CSV file. Okay, so we have a contact us page. On the contact page here, so you are able to submit the query to the administrator, and also to prevent the action for sending the spam email into the web server. So I will also guide you how to implement the reCaptcha feature, Google reCaptcha feature in this project. So the user have to finish the question of the Google in order to submit the data into the web server. Otherwise, if they are not a human, so they cannot submit the data into the web server. You also know how to do the validation for some control on the form. And basically, there is just either basic validation, so you can follow that to do the to implement the validation on the project. And back to the home. Here, you can see on the left side we have category here. You click on the iPad, iPhone, MacBook. There is a filtering feature in the when you are working with the multiple table in the project. So here we have two tables, the category and product table. So when you click on the iPad here, it will only display the data for iPad in the product list. The same thing when you click on iPhone, it will only display the data for iPhone and MacBook here. And you see, take a look into at the end of the page. Here we have a pagination feature. So if we have the data here, if we have a lot of data for the product, so we will break it down into some another page to make it look good on the website. So you click on the page 2 here to go through into the page 2 of the product list. Okay, so the main feature there is the add to cart. So you can see here we have add to cart hyperlink here. If you click on this button, it will direct add the product into the cart. And on this page, you are able to update the quantity here. You are also able to remove the product out of the shopping cart. Okay. And on this page, we have some action here. There is a continue shopping. When you click on continue shopping, so it will direct you back to the product page where you are able to continue to buy another product and add it into the shopping cart. And we have the update cart action here. When you change any the quantity here, so you click on update button, it will update the quantity and also the subtotal for the shopping cart. And we have checkout button here. When you click on the checkout button here, so you have to provide some information for the user customer information. So after that, you click on the process order button here, so it will automatically save the data into the order and order detail table in the database. Okay, so now click on cart here. We have just finished the checkout with PayPal feature in previous video. So when the user go to the shopping cart page and they are able to click on checkout with PayPal, there is a feature which allows the user to do the payment online instead of the receive the product, and after that they pay the money directly to the shipper. Here we allow the user to pay the money over the PayPal account online, so no need to pay it directly to the shipper anymore. Okay, so now when you click on checkout with PayPal here, so it will do some validation, and after that, if the validation is correct, so they will send the information to PayPal account over the REST API. And after that, the PayPal will help you to handle the transaction, and if the transaction is okay, so it will return the success message for you, and otherwise it will return the fail message for you. Okay. And the last one, there we have a order in the navigation. When you click on this one, so you will see the order of the order in the system. I mean the order when you click on the checkout button on the shopping cart. And I didn't implement it the same feature when the user click on the checkout with PayPal feature. So you guys can be on the checkout feature here to implement it for the checkout with PayPal. After we submit the data into PayPal successfully, and we got the message is success, so you should implement the feature to adding some data into the order and order detail or something like that. Okay, so back to the order page. On this page, it will list out all of the feature all of the order in the system here. So you are able to click on detail button here to view the detail of the order here. So it will list the information for the order and also all of the product in this order. Back to it. And here we have a feature to export order listing into an Excel file. Okay, so here currently we have some issue with the report. Okay, so I think you know how to resolve this issue. So I already mentioned it in the video how to export the data into the character report. So you guys can follow that to do it. And the other paging feature here is also the same thing when we implement it in the product page, home page. Okay, so I think that's all for this tutorial, and after you finish this course, you know how to work with the ASP.NET MVC from the scratch, and I hope my contribution will helpful for you, and feel free to let me know if you see any issue, and send me the email if you have any question regarding to this course. Bye bye, and talk to you later in another video and another course. Bye bye, happy coding.